Good morning, Pine Belt. This is Amy Posey with the Morning Commute. We don't have a lot of new updates today, but we do have a lot of important things to go over before the weekend. I hope that everyone is prepared for a warm and busy weekend of construction, as we have a lot of places along our major thoroughfares that are being worked on right now. But if you are staying placed, you should be fairly good driving around most of the back roads in the Pine Belt area. If you are in the Columbia or Jasper County areas, I do want to remind you that we have articles on our website of paving projects that will be going on in your area that list the roads that will be included in those projects. We do not have dates yet for those, but we do have the roads, so you can check those out on our website, WDAM.com. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to go look at I-59 at that head-to-head configuration. That's where the northbound and the southbound lanes are traveling side by side. It's there at the Bowie River Bridge just past the US 49 intersection. So here is where the northbound lane is crossing over into the southbound lane, and as you see there, it's crossing over the Bowie River Bridge before moving back over to the northbound lane. Now, MDOT has not issued any congestion advisories yet today. We have had some most days around this time, so it could pop up here anytime in the next 10, 20, 30 minutes. I will be surprised if we do not have one pop up this morning. Almost every day in the commute we're getting one. And part of that is because not only do we have this section of head-to-head traffic, but around this section, so this section is right here, we have lane closures in the southbound lane right before this section here, and a little bit after this section in the southbound. On the northbound side, we have lane closures leading up to this section. And then back into the southbound, ahead of the Evelyn Gandy, there is a lane closure here. Now on the northbound side, it's 2-lane most of the way up until you start to get past the Evelyn Gandy, right about here. And then you get a lane closure up to about Monroe Road, up until about right here. So I'll pull out here. So we'll take this lane by lane here so I can kind of give you an idea. Let me turn off some of these distracting things. All right, so we'll go northbound lanes first. So on the northbound lane, as you're crossing 49, you're going to go into a lane closure right here around 49. And then you'll cross into that head-to-head configuration. You'll come out of the head-to-head configuration and it'll open back up to 2 lanes all the way past Evelyn Gandy, up a few miles. And then right about here, you'll go back into a lane closure for a couple of miles. And then about a mile away from Monroe Road, it'll open back up into 2 lanes. So that is what's happening in the northbound lanes. Now on the southbound lanes, we'll start coming from Monroe Road. All right, so coming from Monroe Road, you have 2 lanes of traffic. And then as you get to about midway between Monroe and Evelyn Gandy, you're going to have a lane closure up to the Evelyn Gandy Parkway. Then it'll open up into 2 lanes as you pass the parkway. And then you will have another lane closure. And then that will lead you into the head-to-head configuration. And then that lane closure will continue down into US 49 intersection before opening back up into 2 lanes of traffic. And so that side on the southbound is really what's causing those 2 lane closures around the parkway, is really what's causing that daily congestion that we're seeing in the morning commute, in the lunchtime rush, and in the afternoon commute. So if you are traveling through that area of I-59 during any of those times, the morning, the lunchtime, or in the afternoons, it could be advisable to try to go around another way, or to allow extra time to get to your destination, because there's going to most likely be about a 10-minute delay is what we're kind of seeing on average there. So keep that in mind as you're planning your travels today and next week. Now, over the weekend, we see a little bit less because we don't have the work week, but we will also probably see construction work going on around that head-to-head traffic area on the weekend. So be on the lookout for workers. Oh. There we go. All right. So the other area we wanted to look at before we jump into just our daily reminders is on US 49. This area next to Forest General Hospital was slated to end on at the end of May. However, they have now extended that till June 28th. Now, most of the construction has moved onto the shoulder on the hospital side, but you will still see some construction during the week between O'Farrell Street and Mamie Street. So this section right here. I'll zoom in a bit. So between O'Farrell Street down to Mamie Street. And it will be on the shoulder on the hospital side. So just wanted to make everyone aware of that. Then the other area of US 49 that is seeing work is between US 11 and Roy Tucker Road, right here, right south of US 98. Now this area, it's been a little strange. They've been doing it piecemeal, where they close off different lanes and sections at a time while doing little pieces of work. So it's hard to kind of predict and report where they are at any specific time. Now, I did see them earlier this week up here around US 11 and kind of near Tatum Boulevard, William Carey Parkway. Now, that does not mean that they're going to be there this weekend. So just as you are traveling that section of US 49, that's US 11 down to Roy Tucker Road past 98, as you're traveling that section, just look out for alternating lane closures and construction crews. All right, so those are our 2 updates. It looks like we have a couple of alerts that have popped up here on 15. Let's check these out. All right, so we've got some storm debris that is blocking the roadway on Highway 15 at East Crowder Road. That's in Jones County, so that's Highway 15 at East Crowder Road, and it's partially blocking the roadway in both directions. All right, so Highway 15. We'll add this to the article after our show today. And then the other one, more debris. There is a tree partially blocking the roadway on Highway 15 at Ovette Moselle Road. All right, so 2 instances of debris on Highway 15. One is at Ovette Moselle Road, and the other one is at East Crowder Road. So East Crowder Road and Ovette Moselle Road on Highway 15, we have 2 instances of debris partially blocking the highway. All right. Now we'll jump into our updates. In Laurel, we have one road closure that's on West Drive between Green Acres Drive Parkway and Meadowbrook Drive. That's next to the baseball fields. Then we'll head down to Ellisville. Daystown Road is closed between US 11 and the 500 square block. All right, we've covered I-59 and US 49. We'll go into downtown Hattiesburg, where the Hall Avenue overpass construction is still going on. That has closed all of Hall Avenue and the bottom part of Bay Street between Rebecca Avenue and Hall Avenue, as well as a small section of Old Highway 49. Heading into Petal, the River Avenue Bridge is open, but they are still doing some work on South Main Street and are detouring drivers around Dawson Cutoff. Over on Davis Road, the Dry Prong Creek Bridge is closed. Now over into Reynoldstown, they have extended the work on Highway 42 for another week. So the work on Highway 42 between Corinth Church Road and Pumping Station Road has been extended to June 14th. It was supposed to end today, but they have extended that to June 14th. Back over into West Hattiesburg, there is a road closure on Gravel Pit Road between Bullock Loop and the split in Gravel Pit Road. There is also some road work still going on the shoulder of Old Highway 24 between Old Highway 11 and Oak Grove Elementary School. West into Columbia, they are working on the Pearl River Bridge on Highway 98. Heading north into Prentice, a section of Highway 184 is closed between Highway 13 and Granby Road. This section will be closed until summer of next year as they replace the bridge on White Sand Creek. All right, we're going to zoom out again, just make sure there are no other alerts that have popped up. Just as a reminder, since these were two new alerts, there are two spots on Highway 15 in Jones County that have debris partially blocking the road. One is at East Crowder Street and the other one is at Ovette Moselle Road. That's on Highway 15 in Jones County. All right, that's everything that we have for you this morning. If you would like to receive traffic updates as we receive them, you can download the WDAM 7 News app. It is available on iOS and Android. We also have a weather app that is available for download. I'm Amy Posey, and this has been The Morning Commute. I hope you have a safe and wonderful Friday and a great weekend. I will see you all on Monday.